should be dipping into their own pockets?
Yeah, thanks, Brendan. Look, let me say this very clearly. I've been up there listening to the operators personally. Nearly every single operator raised this issue with me. Perhaps rather than Josh Frydenberg, our name calling, perhaps he could go up there and listen firsthand as well. I am merely communicating what people are saying to me. They are concerned that they are going to fall off a cliff. We will of course continue to support our tourism industry, but the tourism industries in some parts of Queensland are being impacted more than others because they were heavily reliant on international tourism. There is no international tourism. So what I'm merely asking the federal government to do is to consider the plight of these tourism operators, their livelihoods, their futures, and perhaps they could look at extending JobKeeper for a few more months until they can get back on their feet.
Well, the charge from Sydney seems to be that, you said last year Queensland hospitals are only for Queenslanders. You played your own game in terms of the borders, not always on federal hotspot definitions. How can you ask for federal help? Isn't that a bit rich?
Let me say this, Patrick. Everything I have done is to keep Queenslanders safe. Every single decision we have made is to keep Queenslanders safe. And I think it's a bit rich. I mean, I think, when you go through a global pandemic, the best thing you can do is to work together. And what we've seen through our economic stimulus is over $11 billion, and as a percentage of our economy, that is more that has been invested than in New South Wales and Victoria.
Will you be providing any help yourself for those tourism businesses?
We put in $60 million, and of course we are working with them. They gave us a lot of good ideas, and we will absolutely be working with them in terms of delivering on some specifics that they have raised with me. There will be new stuff, yes, of course. I'm not going to announce it today. Sorry? Yeah, well, we will be working through that as a government, and of course I will stand with these tourism operators. But what they've asked me to do is to convey to the federal government that they would like to see JobKeeper extended because they are suffering where other industries are not.
What do you think of being...
I might get the Deputy Chief Health Officer to do that, but it has been shown to be linked together.
What did you think of the Daily Telegraph?
Sorry, Jack?
What did you
Sorry.
think of the Daily Telegraph story this morning?
I think they could have put a better photo in, mate. Sorry? Well, look, they can call me whatever names they want, right? But honestly, I will always stand up for people in this state. I sat around with tourism operators. They are hurting. Okay, so I will always stand up for what is right and what I believe to be right, and we'll just let New South Wales be New South Wales.
Where are we up to with the investigation in relation to the breach at the hotel? Will that be finalised?
I might direct that one to police and to health, if that's all right. I'll get them to comment. Yep.
Just on that COVID 1 year, what
Yeah.
would you have done differently?
Look, I think everything that Queensland, everything that we asked Queenslanders to do, they did. And if you think about it, people have had their lives completely dismantled. If you go back and you think about the times where, children had to stay at home and parents were helping with homeschooling, I mean, these were big changes. Businesses were shut, then businesses were reopened. People couldn't leave their homes. These are extraordinary times, and everyone in Queensland stepped up. And the results that we have in Queensland, that is due to every single Queenslander playing their part, and we could not have done that without Queenslanders. And maybe it's because we go through natural disasters, maybe people are prepared to pitch in and help, but our results are phenomenal, and I want to keep it that way.